Good morning.
Good morning, all of you. We'll start with a prayer. Vande Mataram. Good morning, all of you.
Good morning.
So previously, in previous class, we have discussed about all those, what we can say, the graph of polynomial. So I need at least one of you.
Class start అయింది తీసుకో ఫోన్ లేదు లేదు వీడియో బంద్ చేస్తు
So okay. So graph of a polynomial, we have two types of polynomials. One is the linear polynomial and another one is quadratic polynomial. I have explained how the graphs will be of a linear polynomial as well as quadratic polynomial. Yes, one of you can say how will be the linear polynomial graph and what observations you will have made with that, and how a quadratic polynomial, what observations you have made for that. Just one of you raise your hand so that I can unmute. I'm asking, what are the observations you have made for a linear polynomial and a quadratic polynomial? I have already explained in the previous class how the linear polynomial will be. Yeah, Harshit.
Sir, good morning, sir.
Good morning.
Sir, in linear polynomial, one point is meeting on x-axis, so that is called zero of the linear polynomial.
Okay. So what shape it will
And
be?
it will be represented as straight line.
Very good. Very good.
Straight line.
It is a straight line which meets the x-axis at only one point.
X-axis. Yes, sir.
Then
In quadratic polynomial,
what will be the zero? What will be the zero? What will be the zero?
where the point meeting on the x-axis, that two numbers are called zero of the polynomials.
No. What will be the zero of a linear polynomial? Varshini?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, please.
When the line is joined in the x-axis, the coordinate of x is called zero of the polynomial.
That's good. That's good. Harshit, the x coordinate of the point of intersection will be the zero of the polynomial. That's good. Then what about quadratic?
Okay.
What about quadratic? What is a quadratic polynomial? What shape it will be? What observations you have made for quadratic?
In quadratic polynomial, we can observe the shape of parabola, sir.
Okay.
There are three cases in quadratic polynomial, sir.
Okay.
In case one, we can see that 2 points meeting on an x-axis, sir.
Okay.
And in case 2, we can see that only at one point it will meet, sir.
Okay.
In case 3, either upwards of the x-axis or downwards of the x-axis we can see, sir.
Okay.
So that point on x-axis are zero of the quadratic polynomial.
Okay. Okay. That's good. That's one of you that Harshit has given the answers. I'm so happy with that. And just I will recollect the things what we have discussed on the day, and I'm moving forward. Can you see my screen, all of you? Yeah, that's good. So already we have discussed that the graph of a quadratic polynomial is a parabola, and I have given you a task, but nobody has given me the answer. I have given the task is, what are the properties of parabola? So I didn't get any from you. Have anybody tried? What are the properties of parabola? Okay. So then we have discussed about the cases, because this is a one important essay type question which is there for your final examination. Draw the graph of a quadratic polynomial and find its zeros. So in any polynomial, in any quadratic polynomial, if they give in examination, whatever the examination, the only chances will be these three cases. That means whatever the graph you draw, that graph will be any one of these three cases. If you go with first case, already that what your friend had explained, Harshit, that is, we'll have two zeros. The two zeros will be either upward parabola or downward parabola. Two zeros means that parabola touches the x-axis at two different points. Remember, the x coordinates of the points of intersection will be the zeros. I will explain with a graph. And case 2, the parabola touches at only one point. It touches at only one point. It will have only 1 0. And finally, it doesn't touch the parabola. It doesn't touch the x-axis. Hence, it has no zeros. These are the three cases what we have already. And I have given this, try this, but I didn't get any answers from you. Write three polynomials that have 2 zeros, one polynomial that has 1 0. How will you verify if it has only 1 0? Write three polynomials that have no zeros. At least you try today. I need the answers for try this. And now I'm going to explain you how to draw the graph of a quadratic polynomial. This is most important question. Remember, you have, I'm repeating students, this is try this. You have try this in your page number 53. Try this in page number 53. Draw the graphs of y equal to x square minus x minus 6 and y equal to 6 minus x square, and find zeros in each case. What do you notice? These are the two graphs we have to do. And again, in your exercise, directly in your exercise 3.2, you have the third Roman. Draw the graph of the given polynomials, find the zeros, justify your answer. So I have 5 graphs. So 5 plus 2, 7 graphs. Out of 7, definitely you will get 1 in your final examination. So no need to do all the graphs at a time. Daily you have to finish one graph. One graph a day. So within week we have finished all the graphs. Don't do the all graphs at a time. I do know that will be have them because you are preparing for FA1 examination even. So preparation of FA1 examination parallel to the preparation of FA1 examination. Do one graph each time, each day, so that we can finish all that. So I will explain you now how to draw a graph, for example. So I will start with a graph with a quadratic polynomial. I think everybody can see this. So quadratic polynomial, I have taken y is equal to x square minus 3x minus 4. Remember students, if they ask, draw the polynomial, graph of polynomial x square minus 3x minus 4 and find its zeros using graph. Remember, we are finding the zeros using graph. There are two methods of finding zeros. One is directly making the polynomial equal to 0. And second one is drawing the graph. So how can you find the zeros? By drawing a graph. I will give you an example. Y is equals to x square minus 3x minus 4. Here you can notice one thing, that is when x square minus 3x minus 4 is given, that is a polynomial. When x square minus 3x minus 4 equal to 0 given, that is an equation. When y is equal to x square minus 3x minus 4 you have taken, that is called function. This is most important. You will have in your higher classes trigonometric functions graph. While drawing the graph, you will write that y is equal to sin x, y is equal to cos x. Like that we have done y equal to x square minus 3x minus 4. This is called a function. So while drawing the graph, first what you will do on the back side of the graph, that means you will have the rule page. In that, what you have to do is you have to prepare a tabular form. That is, first you will take the value of x. That x can be taken for all problems. I suggest you to take 6 on left hand side, 6 on right hand side. That means -6, -5, -4, -3, -2, -1, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's more than enough. In this problem, I have taken from x -4 to +4. I have taken 9 values here. I think you don't have any doubt over that. And I suggest to write that x in a different ink. It means either blue or black, not red or orange. And first term I am taking x square. Why I have taken x square? Always everybody knows that, because in the first term is x square, then I have taken x square here. So x square means for different values I have to take x square. -4 whole square will be 16, -3 whole square 9, 4, 1, 0, 1, 2, 4, 9, 16. These values will not be changed almost unless if they have 2x square or like that. If there is only 1x square, hence I have to take only the squares of all the x values. I think that's also okay. And the so many students will commit the mistake here. You please concentrate here. So -3x means I have to take in the place of x whatever the values I have taken, -4, -3, -2, -1, and so on. So -3 into -4, I have to get +12. So many will write -12 so that their graph will be wrong. So remember, that's why clearly I mentioned adding, you will get the same symbol. By multiplying, you will get the positive symbol. I have to remind. So many doing the mistakes. That's why. So -3 into -4, you have to think like this. -3 into -4. This is +12. Again, -3 into -3, +9. -3 into -2, you will get +6. Again, -3 into -1, you will get 3. So -3 into 0, you will get 0. And -3 into 1 -3, this is -6 and -9 and -12. So you have to go with -3x for all the terms. And finally, -4 is a constant that will not change anywhere. That way I have written all the -4s here. Now I have to add all these 3. Why? Because I should get the y as, what is y? X square minus 3x minus 4. So that I have to add all these 3 to get the value of y. So I have added all. 28 minus 4 is 24. Similarly, 18 minus 4, 14. 10 minus 4, 6. 4 minus 4, 0. And 0 minus 4, minus 4. 1 minus 7 is -6. And 4 minus 10, -6. 9 minus 13 is -4. And 16 minus 16 is 0. So I have taken all the values of y over here. And now the points x and y, what is x? -4 and y is 24, can be taken as an ordered pair as x comma y. We have to write. Similarly, -3 comma 14, -2 comma 6, and -1 comma 0, 0 comma -4, and 1 comma -6, 2 comma -6, and 3 comma -4, and 4 comma 0. These are the points that I have to write. Do you have any doubts regarding in this table? Yeah. Sai Krishna?
Sir,
Yeah.
at last, x comma y you written, no, sir.
Yeah.
Can we write y comma x, sir?
No. Because by plotting graph lo mana points plot chesinappudu, first you have to write the x coordinate and y coordinate kada. So you have to go for x and then you have to go for y. That's why you have to take the point x comma y.
Okay, sir.
Mohit, yeah, what's your doubt?
Yes, sir. Sir,
Yeah.
for y value, you added x square with -3x -4. No, sir. Why you added, sir?
Because
Why you can't subtract?
no, what is the function here? X square minus 3x minus 4. Is it?
Yes, sir.
If I want the y value, I have to get x square. In another words, I can explain you. X square plus minus 3x plus minus 4. Is it?
-4. Yes.
That's why this is x square and this is minus 3x and this is minus 4. Hence I have added all those.
Okay, sir.
Here it's not necessary that you have to do it the separate even. That means you need not to do x square minus 3x by minus 4 in the tabular form. Directly you can write x and substitute that value in the place of x in the equation, then directly you can write y. This table can be taken with only 2 columns even, only 3. That means x, y, and x comma y. You can do, yeah, you can do like this also. So x you can take -4. You substitute -4 in the place of x of the equation. If you get 24, you can write 24 here. Therefore, directly you can write -4 comma 24. This is also
Okay, sir.
better. It's okay. You can do like this also. But why I am doing like this is because for all students, if calculation they can't do in rough work, you can do directly here. That's why I have gone this. You can do in this method also. No worries. You can do in any. Still, have you any doubt regarding? Have you any doubt regarding a table? Have you any doubts regarding table? If you don't have any table, you can show the thumb so that I can move on to graph. Yeah, only one. Remaining all have the doubts. Yes, yeah. Yeah, good. At least 5 or 10 members if you raise the hand so that I can understand. Set, yeah, okay, that's okay. I will move on to graph, how to draw the graph now. Just a second. Okay, then I'm moving to how to draw the graph. So first you have to note down all the values what you have already taken here. That is like say -4 comma 24 or -3 comma 14 like this. Is it? After drawing that, you have to keep those points in the graph. Here I have taken the value is the value of the graph. I will explain you how it is. Yeah, so I will take the x-axis horizontally and y-axis vertically. After drawing that, immediately I have to write the scale here. So whatever the scale I will take, I have to write the scale here. Scale, I think you know already what is meant by scale. So I have to go with on x-axis what you have taken, on y-axis what you have taken. So on x-axis, I have taken the scale as only 1 unit. Therefore, on x-axis, I have to take 1 centimeter is equals to 1 unit. And on y-axis, I have taken 2 units. I have to write that on y-axis 1 centimeter is equals to 2 units. This should be written as well as completion of the drawing the vertical and horizontal lines. And very more important thing is, the most important thing is, I have to write this one is y-axis and this one is x-axis. That is most important. Otherwise, I have an habit while correcting the graph papers. I have an habit that if you don't write the x-axis and y-axis, I will turn that paper and I will correct so that your graph will be wrong. So that's why it has the chances. Hence, I have to write this one as x-axis, x and x dash. X dash represents the negative x-axis, and y and y dash. Y represents the positive x-axis, and y dash represents the negative x-axis. So scale is on your own by depending upon the graph, the number of things what you have. It depends upon that. You can take either scale 1 or 2. That's depend, even 5. That's all depends upon you. So then, if I want to keep the values, see, if I have -2 comma 6, for example, I am saying, if I take -2 comma 6, -2 comma 6, where it will be plotted, I already explained you on first day. So I have to go with -2 and I have to go with 6. So I have to go with -2 comma 6 will be, so -2 comma 6 will be like this. So, and then I have to keep another point. So -1, 0. So -1, 0 means as y coordinate is 0, it will be on x-axis, and 0, -4. So it will be on y-axis. Since the x coordinate is 0, and then 1, -6, x-axis 1 and y-axis -6, and 2, -6 from x-axis 2 and y-axis -6, and 3, -4, x is 3 and y coordinate is -4, and 4, 0, where x is 4, y coordinate 0, it comes on x-axis, and 5, 6, if I have that x coordinate is 5 and y coordinate is 6. You have one thing you have to remind: after plotting the points, you have to draw a curve. Curve means you have to take a pencil and you have to join all the points with a single line without using scale. I'm repeating, you should not use the scale while collecting the points of the parabola. Why? Because parabola is a smooth curve. A curve is nothing but if you draw a line without lifting your hand and without using the roller, that will be the smooth curve. So you have to join all those points, these all the points with a smooth curve, so that it will be taken as a parabola. Yeah, Abhiram, what's your doubt?
Sir, want to repeat, sir?
What I have to repeat again? All points.
Definition, sir.
About curve, smooth curve. Do you want the smooth curve definition?
Definition, sir.
Okay, so without lifting hand, you have to join all those points without using ruler. That will become a smooth curve. If you use the ruler, it will be straight. So you don't lift the hand, lift the pencil, and you have to join all the points at a time, and it should be a smooth curve. So generally, so many students will draw like this. They will have different shapes. Like first they will go with like, and again they lift the pencil and they will go. It's like, definitely it's not like a parabola. That's why I have given you one task on the previous class, that is, what is the properties of parabola? If you know the properties of parabola, definitely you won't do that mistake. So I have to join, I am repeating, you have to join all the points with a smooth curve, and this is nothing but the graph what you have for quadratic polynomial. And finally, on the back side of the paper, you have to write the curve x square minus 3x minus 4 or x square minus 2x plus 5, whatever the curve you have taken, intersects x-axis at -1, 0, 4, 0. I'm repeating, the curve meets the x-axis at -1, 0 and 4, 0. Hence, -1, 4 are said to be zeros of the given polynomial. So without doing the regular process, by graph, we have identified the zero of a polynomial. I will moving on to the next graph so that you can have one more. That is y equal to x square minus 6x plus 9. If I want to go with this, the graph will be, again, I have to go with the table. I will explain with the table once. So that is, take x values differently, -3, -2, -1, and 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Again, x square is the first term, hence I have to squaring on all. I will get 9, 4, 1, 0, 1, 4, 9, 16. And -6x, it's nothing but I have to multiply all terms with -6. I will get the different values. And finally, 9 is the constant. I have to add all the three and I will get the values of y as different. And I suggested, my sincere suggestion towards the graph is, write x all in black color and remaining x square minus 6x plus 9 with the same black, and y with blue, so that you can write the points as x comma y. Otherwise, so many will miss that x comma 9 they will write. So that's why if you have x and y different colors, only black and blue, not other than that. So you may not confuse. So after getting all these points, this line will be written at the end after the graph. So x comma y, after plotting all these points in the graph, once you see minus 3 comma 36, I have to keep here because this is 35. See, here the scale on y axis I have taken positive and scale I have taken y 5 units. So minus 3 comma 36 will be here. And again, second value is minus 2 comma 25 and minus 1 comma 16 and 0 comma 9, 1 comma 4, 2 comma 1, 3 comma 0 and 4 comma 1, 5 comma 4 and 6 comma 9. So if you observe this, graph, observe here, it meets x-axis at only one point, that is 3 comma 0. It has only 3 comma 0. It touches the x-axis at only one point. And very important thing is to get the parabola like a U-shaped curve. If you have taken the values up to only 4, it stops here. If it stops here, we cannot say that it is a parabola which is in the shape of U. So to get that shape, you have to take some more points like 5, 6, 7. If you take like that points, definitely you will get an U-shaped curve here. Directly you will get a U-shaped curve so that it will be taken as a parabola. Since it meets the x-axis at only 3 comma 0, there we have to write so there again you have to write here x square minus 6x minus 9 cuts x-axis at 3 comma 0. This line should be written at the end. Y equal to x square minus 6x plus 9 cuts x-axis at 3 comma 0. Hence zeros of the y are 3 comma 3. Why? Because we can say that equal zeros. 2 zeros are there, then those two set to be equal zeros. So we can say that 3 comma 3 will be the zeros of the x-axis. This is the procedure what you have to draw, how you have to draw the graph. Still, if you have any doubts, have you any doubts regarding graph? Yeah, Mohit, please.
Sir, if y is equal to x square minus, you said no, sir. If that cuts at 4 comma 0, then what is the 0 of 0, sir?
4.
4 comma 4 not, sir.
No, you repeat, please. You repeat your doubt again.
If that polynomial cuts x-axis at 4 comma 0, then what is the zeros?
4. The x coordinate will be the 0 of the polynomial.
Then why you wrote 3 comma 3, sir?
3 comma 3, no, it meets the x-axis at, once you observe here, it meets the x-axis at 3 comma 0. Did you see this?
Yes, sir.
See here. It meets x-axis at 3 comma 0. Hence,
Yes, sir.
hence it meets at 3 comma 0. I have written the 0 of the polynomial is 3, the x coordinate.
Yes, sir.
X coordinate of the point of intersection of x-axis and curve 3 comma 3 I have written.
Okay.
Okay, ma? Yeah. Now
Yes.
I will go with another, that is GeoGebra. Yeah. In this also, so whatever, see here x square, this I can use here the scale different so that I will get the different graphs. So if I take the scale as 20, see the points will be like this. So if I take the point scale as like only 1 or 2 units, so the points you have, see here, a is equal to 3 comma 0. Can you see all of you? A is equal to 3 comma 0. So since it intersects the x-axis at 3 comma 0, hence the 0 of the polynomial is 3. So B 2 comma 1, so B value is 2 comma 1 and C value is 4 comma 1. So see, this is the shape of parabola. You will get U. Depends upon the quadratic equation we will have here. If I change the quadratic equation, for example, x square minus 5x plus 10 plus 6, so the graph will be like this. So you know that you know that 2 is a 0 of this polynomial definitely. So see the 2 comma 0 intersects the x-axis. Intersects the x-axis. Hence B you got 2 comma 0. And again, if you have 3 comma 0, this is the point where you will get again the point of intersection will be 3 comma 0. So if you go with what is this point? This point J is nothing but 3 comma 0. Can you observe this? Did you observe this? A is equals to 3 comma 0. So 3 comma 0, 3 is the 0 of the polynomial. 2 is the 0 of the polynomial. Why 2 is the 0 of the polynomial? Hence it turns x square minus 5x plus 6 graph intersects x-axis at 2 comma 0 and 3 comma 0. Therefore zeros of the polynomial are 2 comma 3. So see, whenever you take any quadratic polynomial, your graph will be like this. So if I take only x square, so what I will get? Everybody knows that. Only x square you will get, it only meets at 0 comma 0. Hence the 0 of the polynomial is 0. And if you go with the x square as you will have that minus x square, you see what the graph you will get. You will get a graph which is a downward parabola. Since it is negative real coefficients. So positive x square you will have the upward parabola, negative x square you will have the downward parabola. The zeros are nothing but the point where it meets the x-axis. As one of you can say you can ask me, sir, you have given 2 roots and single root and you didn't give for no roots. So we'll go with the definite, that also we'll see here. X square, we'll have x square plus 5x plus 4. It will have definitely x square plus 5x plus 4, you have the roots. So we'll go with minus 4. You have plus 6, 7, C. X square plus 5x plus 7. See, you don't have the real roots. How can you say that from the graph? Because this parabola doesn't touches the x-axis. Since it doesn't touches the x-axis, we can say that since this parabola doesn't touches the x-axis, hence this polynomial have no real zeros, doesn't have the zeros. So we have 3 types of cases. We have done that. One is 2 zeros. It will intersect at 2 points. That is like, if you go with the formula like 6x square plus 5x plus 6, you have 2 zeros. You got here directly. This is minus 3 comma 0 and this is minus 2 comma 0. Minus 3 comma 0, minus 2 comma 0. Minus 3 and minus 2 are the zeros of the polynomial. And if it has only x square plus 6x plus 9, if you take, it has only 1 0. That is nothing but 3 minus 3 comma 0. Minus 3 is the 0 of the polynomial. So and then if you go with x square plus 6x plus 7, also you will have 2 zeros, and plus 8 also 2 zeros, plus 10 you won't have the zeros. So if you have doesn't have the zeros, see, that parabola doesn't touches the x-axis. If it doesn't touches the x-axis, hence it doesn't have the real zeros. And the dear students, I'm asking you one, do each graph daily, do a graph every day, do one graph in your book, apart from your revision, what you are doing the parallel revision, do only one graph daily. And one more is only have 7 graphs, do each one graph daily. And second one is, what are the properties of parabola? Please trace out what is the properties of parabola. And I'm asking one more, I need a point here. What's the name of this point? K. K is equals to, I got minus 3 comma 1. What is that K? I need that. Can anybody guess what is that K? No one. Okay, then you go with the definition of parabola, so that because apart from the syllabus, I use it to explain what's there not in your state syllabus. In addition to that, someone from reference of some books, I will explain you, so that you be prepared well for that. And I'm asking you again the question, what is the properties of parabola? and do each graph daily once. And again, from tomorrow onwards, I will take 5 minutes as the mistakes what you have done, because only less students or 5 or 6 students are sending me the daily schedule that what I have given. It's not necessary to send all of you, but you have to identify the mistakes whatever you have done in your revision, because FA1 marks are as well as important for your final examinations. So prepare well and ask the doubts as many as what you have. So still you have any doubts regarding graph? Please, one of you can mention, or if you don't have the graph, say the conclusion how to draw the graph. If you have the doubts, you please. If you don't have the doubts, immediately you can ask me, you can explain me. Yeah, Sai Krishna, please.
Sir. Sir,
Yeah, please.
ప్రతి quadratic polynomial parabola shape లోనే వస్తుందా సార్?
100%. Quadratic polynomial. See, you can say any equation. Are you getting a parabola shape or not here? Whatever the equation I am writing here, am I getting parabola or not?
Yes,
See, it is
sir.
parabola. So for every quadratic polynomial, we will get only parabola. No doubt in that.
Okay, sir.
Still anybody? If you have the doubt, you can raise like him. Otherwise, you can conclude how to draw the graph. Please. You'll have any less time. Please, one of you say how to draw the graph. Yeah, Swati, please. Swati, please say how can you draw the graph? Reshmika? Yeah.